gift to self. I got myself a subscription from Artful this month as a way to learn new skills, ways of expressing, and also try to have a bit of fun with what I do as a creative person. I've always believed that there is magic in letting go of what I already know and try to be in a place where I don't know anything and challenge my mind to create. As I opened the box, it was full of amazing, really, really good quality stuff. The inks were really good. There was a roller, which is very nice and smooth. There were lino cutters in the box, and along with that there were 3 sheets of lino that were really nice and thick and soft. I'd done it before, but this time the lino was so much better, and a transparency sheet, which I actually didn't know in the beginning what it was for. A wonderful sketchbook, like really, really good quality paper, extremely lovely cartridge paper in an A4 sketchbook. Along with that came a very nice, inspiring little book which showed different ideas of how one can create. So after spending a few minutes with the book, I wanted to get going with what I wanted to create as my own lino print. Starting with a mandala, I created my grid of the lotus and the moth. This is one of my favorite ones, where it talks about rising, blooming, opening, becoming, and just letting go. Of course, with the size, I didn't know how big or small I need to be. But it really helped that the size was small, because I actually got the chance to get into the detail of the design. It was very, very therapeutic to scrape bit by bit off that what is not needed, or that the space that I didn't want printed. Took me a while to get the hang of the tools, but they're really good quality, so I didn't have much trouble. But as I kept doing it, I realized I might work if I added the design not just in pencil, but in a little bit of a marker, like a thicker nib, so that would help me to see the design properly. I try not to get too stuck in what the instructions say, and allow myself to just have a little play. As I made the moth, I drew the leaves inside, not realizing that I'll have to carve them later on, which was quite something. But yet again, I really did enjoy the whole process. Every line, every shape or pattern that comes out has a meaning, has a reason why it exists the way it does. There's a sun in this that holds the moth and the blooming lotus. And the feathers actually have a little bit of nature in it. So like the leaves were actually marking that the moth is rising after going through a phase of being still as a lotus. It's important to understand it is part of life to be still, to allow ourselves to be still. For in stillness, we can dive into the silence of our own being. As I keep scraping, I spend the whole day doing this, realizing that there's so much that one needs to let go. things that became clear with the marker was the only part that I wanted to be seen. The rest I had to scrape off, take out. At one point it was hurting my hands, but yet I continued. Because in my head, not only I was playing, but also helping myself to heal, to let go of that what I've been carrying. It's so easy to say and so hard to do, but yet a must, a journey we must take. For how else will we become light like the moth? Every time I went into the lino, every time my hand touched it, every movement guided me on how I have to let go. Over and over and over again. For if I didn't let go, if I didn't scrape it off, I won't be able to see the design or get the design printed. So the only way forward is to let go. And the whole process of carving a lino taught me that. Taught me that if you want the design to come out clear and visible, then let go of the noise that blurs the vision, that blurs the sound of your heart. It's not easy, and hence that has to be done many, many, many times. For we are trained in a certain way. We are trained to hold on to everything, good or bad. No matter how much it hurts, no matter how much it bleeds. It can heal. It can be seen. So bit by bit, I continue carving, day after day, doing the same thing. For no matter how far I go, there's still so much to let go. There's still so much to learn. There's still so much of me that I don't know. But challenging myself helps me to see how far I can go within me. Might not be a big piece, might not be anything for anyone, but for me, it is the way I heal. It is the way I speak. It is what gives me courage, hope, vision. Bit by bit, one movement at a time, one day at a time, I stand up, remind myself the stars are shining and they will continue to shine. It is me. It is me who has to start seeing myself as the moth, as someone who can fly, as someone who is beautiful as a lotus, but yet there is more to me. And so I continue. I continue to create. I continue to learn. I continue to breathe. One scrape at a time, one day at a time. I create the ripples. I ride the waves. feel the warmth of the rays of sun and remind myself I am. I am alive. I am here. Once the pattern is carved, the colors are added. The choice is mine. The choice is mine as to what color I want to add to the part of life I want to be recognized for. I chose red. Red, the color of fire, of life, of roses, of all that I am, of all that I want to be remembered as.